Ben Johnson did it. He somehow did it. He solved the Bears' biggest problems coming out of the bye week. Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Would really appreciate that, guys. If you can't tell by now with my voice, I am under the weather, but you know the content cannot stop. So would really appreciate it if you guys were able to support me on the channel by hitting that subscribe button, liking the video, and also commenting down below. All right, yeah, so Ben Johnson somehow did it, man. The mad genius that he is somehow comes out of the bye week and fixes the Bears' two biggest problems this season. I would say they have three major problems that we looked at the bye week through the first four games, and two of them virtually were solved. The run game and stopping the run. The run game, let's start there. I gave DeAndre Swift all the flowers in my recap video, okay? He will not be getting any slander from me, but I will just say one quick thing here. So DeAndre Swift obviously went 14 for 108 on a 7.7 yards per carry clip. That is insanity. So the one thing I will say is this. Swift absolutely, like I said, deserves all the credit in the world. But the thing that I wanted to call out in this video that I actually feel like I didn't do enough in the recap video is the offensive line. Because that to me was the difference here, along with DeAndre Swift, which is the offensive line. Theo Benedette being at the left tackle spot, him obviously being, you know, the major change. The offensive line played one heck of a game, man. I mean, they were creating holes left and right, blocking down the field. Darnell Wright had himself a game, man. That kid is the real deal. I love Darnell Wright. So, yeah, Swift ran hard. He ran really well, all right? But the offensive line also opened up a lot of holes for DeAndre Swift. And that allowed him to be able to go ahead and, you know, get, down the field with these runs. Keep in mind, he had a 1,000-yard rushing season with the Eagles because they had a really good offensive line. So, again, DeAndre Swift, I said I wasn't going to be critical about him. I'll just say one thing, like, he's not the greatest back. We know this between the tackles at creating basically the ability to make something out of nothing. He isn't the greatest at that, but when you give him, you know, these holes, these creases, he's able to just explode out of that, and that's exactly what he did. So shout out to the offensive line. Shout out to Ben Johnson. Now, it is 1 week. Still got to see it through. I don't know if DeAndre Swift is going to average 7.7 yards per carry every game now. Probably not, but you got the Saints on deck. You got the Ravens. You got the Bengals, Giants. Like, these are not tough defenses, certainly not tough run defenses. So you have the ability to go ahead and reproduce, at least to a similar extent, what happened against the Commanders. So credit to Ben Johnson for figuring out, hey, let's get these big boys up here blocking well. Let's get Swift on the outside a little bit more again instead of bouncing inside, and let him work. And that's exactly what happened. By the way, he also sprinkled in a little Roschon Johnson there. Love to see that. Roschon should be part of this running attack along with Kalman guy. So I was happy to see that. Now, the other thing Ben Johnson fixed, the run defense. Wow. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. I talked about him in my preview video. He had 17 carries for 61 rushing yards on a 3.6 yards per carry clip. I'll take that all day. I said in my preview video, you stop JCM. Yeah, Jaden Daniels is a baller. You definitely want to be worried about him. But the Commanders didn't really have weapons out there. Deebo Samuel did next to nothing. No Terry McLaurin. And you had guys like Chris Moore as your leading receiver for the Commanders. I'll take that all day, all right? If Chris Moore is going to beat me, so be it. I was not going to let Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, who had been balling up until that point, right, with coming off that big Chargers game, I wasn't going to let him beat me. So 3.6 yards per carry on just 61 rushing yards. I will take that. Again, credit to the Bears D-line here with Dennis Allen being able to go ahead and solve that. So maybe I should give more credit to Dennis Allen there with the defensive line instead of Ben Johnson and the offensive line. So both coaches deserve credit here. The Bears really just solved the two biggest issues. And, this is something that we definitely need because we were the worst team in the league at stopping the run. And you look at the schedule coming up ahead, you got Alvin Kamara, you got Derrick Henry coming up, Chase Brown, guys like that. So some formidable backs here. If this continues, man, oh man, like the potential for this team is ridiculous. The third thing that I didn't mention was the pass rush. Now, we were able to get some sacks today, but it was not enough. Definitely need a little bit more. But just the run game and stopping the run, two things I was really impressed with. So wanted to talk about that. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.